Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode, folks. I've got a bit of a surprise for you, and it's a bit of a big one. It's taken me a long time to get to this point, and before I do get into the video, just a quick apology here. It's been a while since I put out a video, almost about a week. Now I did initially intend to take a couple of days off, but then something else happened. I ended up with COVID, was quite ill, so I couldn't really put out any content. Also, with this being the first video of the new year, just wanted to say a big happy new year to everyone. Hopefully you guys get to have a good, great year. Yeah, so let me show you what's happened here. I got these right here. And so these will be the battle Rexes. Notice that they are level 326. They are fully mutated. So that means 20 mutations in damage and 20 mutations in HP. So these will be the boss fighting Rexes. I have gone for the cyan with some blue. So I just think they look pretty cool. They look pretty nice colored and brightly colored. And let me just kind of show you. I've done so. Every region has a color mutation. We've got the spine, we've got the back, we've got the sides, we've got the belly, every single thing. So it's basically a bright blue with cyan combination, and I think they look pretty darn decent. Now let me show you the other stuff that I've got going on here, and that is this right here. This is going to be my test Rex. I'm going to take this guy out. I have not seen what they can do. I wanted to keep it as a surprise for myself, but this will be my leading Rex. This will be my Rex, the one I'll take into battle. And so we've got a combination of like a brick reddish type of thing, dark red, like a little orangey red type of thing. It looks pretty decent. These are the parents that I will breed it from if I do ever lose it. So we've got the mother and father. These won't do much breeding, to be fairly honest, unless I need more red Rexes because I've lost the previous ones, which is a possibility. But these will do the most of the breeding. With that said, this is the stats that they have. Notice that they don't have any imprinting. So, after all the mutations, right here you can see no imprinting. So they have just about 537% in terms of damage and almost 20,000 HP, 19,000 and something, not far off 20,000, which is kind of what I calculated. With that said, I'll let these guys do some breeding. We need about 20 eggs. I'm going to have or want more than 20 eggs. I do want to run some tests with these Rexes, one of which, of course, will be on the Rhinognathias that I've got trapped. I want to see if I can transfer these mutations onto the Rhinognathia babies. It'll be cool to see if that is a possibility. I know Rexes aren't the best for getting Rhinognathia babies, but I do want to see. So this over here, this is what it looks like with the imprint. I don't know why that number didn't take, but it is fully imprinted. Fully imprinted, it comes out at 25,000 HP out of the box, basically. And I reckon it'll be somewhere around 650% in terms of damage. I don't know why I didn't take that. Anyways, that doesn't really matter that much. I'm going to move the Rhinognathia out of the way, try and park it somewhere here, and we'll go out for a ride. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy out for a bit of a ride. We're going to put some levels on him. We're going to fight everything that should give us decent XP. And I want to see how the XP scales on the Rex. I want to get an idea of how well it's going to do. Now, of course, before we do get into battle with anything, I still need a couple of artifacts, and I do need to craft some saddles for the Rex army. So we still have a few more things left to do. I'm hoping to bump into an alpha on the way. Now, the one thing I wanted to mention and point out is the fact that to achieve this, I have literally lived on Ark day and night. I basically just bred and did some more breeding, and it's just taken a very long time to actually achieve this. It's actually taken quite a few weeks to get to this point. I have killed many baby Rexes, thousands I'm thinking. The hardest mutation to get leveled up to 20 or a stack of 20 was I'd say the damage mutation. That felt like it took the longest. The HP mutations seemed, or at least I seem to be a bit more luckier with it. So yeah, the plan is we're going to go around the redwood forest. Normally I've seen alphas around here. I'm going to gather a couple of things, amongst which Titanoboa Venom. That was a bit of a difficult one. We'll see what else I can gather in terms of trophies. And yeah, we'll just go on a bit of a killing spree. Now, the way I'm going to level up the other Rexes is I'm just going to leave them in the base and let them passively gain that experience. I reckon a couple of levels. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put maybe 35,000 HP points on them and then pump everything else into damage. We'll try that out and we'll see how that works. Hopefully I don't end up regretting that decision. Alright, yeah, we got the vertebra, that's good. Got a couple of levels here, so I'll just hold on from changing them, from putting them in. Now I'm hoping, oh, there's an alpha right there. I'm hoping I can bump into a few alphas. That would make a bit of a difference here. I want to see, what's it fighting? I think it's fighting a Diplo. Anyways, let's see how quickly we can dispatch of this Alpha Carno. We are doing decent damage to it, and I'm hearing all sorts of squeals. Oh wow, it's already bloody. Alright, I'm happy with it. It's doing a lot more damage than I expected. It's doing a lot better, and by the end of it, when it's fully leveled up, I suspect it'll do far better than what we're seeing here. I'm expecting to see damage numbers in the region of 1,000 or more. Okay, let's get rid of these bugs. They are annoying. I'll get rid of these Diplos. They should give us some XP as well. Okay, and of course we get the sauropod vertebras, which will be useful. I think these are required items for one of the boss fights. I'm not quite sure which one it is. There we go. It's fun to watch them melt. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to save up as many points as I can. I want to see a big significant jump in the damage. I'm hoping to catch some stuff in the water, but I'm not really getting lucky there. This water doesn't seem to have very many fish in it. So I can see some aloes right there. I definitely want to pick a fight with those. I want to see how quickly they die. Ooh, wow. They just melted away. Oh wow, they do good damage. I mean, my Rex does good damage. Watch them melt. Brilliant, love it. It's nice to see this reward after so much hard work. Right, we've got some Brontos here fighting some aloes. We're going to pick a fight with these as well. We do need the aloe brains anyways. And yeah, let's watch things melt. Oh wow. Got 3 Brontos fighting an aloe. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow. The damage is really good. I mean, at least as far as normal creatures go, we do have to put these Rexes up against bosses. It might be a case where I might consider going for 30,000 HP and putting everything else in damage. That might potentially be a way to go, to be honest. I'm going to try 35,000 HP though. I feel like 35,000 HP will be a good medium, just to increase their survivability in the fights to come. I'm also thinking at the same time that if I put some good decent saddles on them, they should be able to cope, I hope. Now obviously I can go for the gamma or beta, but I want to go for the alpha fight. I'm going to do all levels of fights. My plan is to do the gamma, beta and alpha, but alpha will be my bread and butter. Let's see if you have anything. Thank you, Rex. Really? Really? I guess you were hungry. What can I say? I do love how this color combinations come out. I don't want to pick a fight with you. You don't offer me anything of value. I want the bags. Okay, let's see. We got this right here. That's a Bronto bag. I don't understand how sometimes it picks up the trophies and sometimes it doesn't. Huh. I mean, that's always been a thing in Ark, but I don't understand how it works and why that is still a thing in this game now. Okay. I've gathered quite a few levels here, so I think 35 will do, and we'll go for everything else in melee. I have not leveled a single level since, well, since the last time I decided to include that in the video. This is now the first time I've put everything. Let's see how we do for damage. Oh wow. Oh wow. Those numbers are huge. Oh wow. Things just melt. I reckon this could hold up to a Giga with that level of damage. The only thing a Giga would have on top of my Rex would be the bleed damage, which is a percentage damage. I don't know how much of a difference a good saddle will make or not. Interesting. I mean, things just melt away. There we go, we got a Sarco. Huh. So here we are, we have the Rex Army. We're going to let these guys get some more levels. They've basically, I mean, you're seeing this a couple of days after the previous footage, as in real life days, but this is what I've got so far. I've got a full stack of 20 fully mutated Rexes. That's what I've got here, although really I need only 19 because I'll be taking the red one right there into battle. I intend to ride that one, but for some odd reason I put out a full stack of 20. They look pretty. They look super duper cool. Let me show you what they look like in terms of stats. I've gone for 25,000. Well, actually, no, I've not done anything. I don't know why that's not updating. 25,000 is what they get from the imprint. But yeah, I thought I put points in them, or at least I intend to put points in them. At the moment I'm not fully decided. I don't know what that Baryonyx is doing up there. That Baryonyx has been up there for quite some time now. Hopefully it doesn't die out on me. That is part of my next breeding project anyway, so I don't really want it to die. One of the things I do need to work on is the saddles. I'll need to get good saddles, which will require a lot of resources. Yeah, so I've got the Argent and the Baryonyxes. What are you doing over here? Right, I'm gonna move you because if I continue my breeding, I might potentially end up hitting you and killing you without really intending to. So let me get one of these out. These are from the moment I opened up my server, so I still have a couple of them. Okay, so one of the things I've wanted to try, of course, is to see if I can pass on the mutations on to baby Rhinognathias from basically getting impregnated by a adult Rhinognathia. I don't know if that is a possibility. I theorize that it might potentially be. Now, much like with breeding, it might take me a couple of attempts. It's a good thing I have two of these here. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on testing out my theory, and as you know, as you've seen in the previous segments of this video, I do have fully bred Rexes, so I want to see if I can stack all that damage and HP into a potential baby Rhinognathia. Levels don't really mean that much to me. What I do want is the stats, and then if that works, the next question I have on my mind is how powerful will the Rhinognathia be? That's the other thing. So, and how the stat allocation looks like. So, okay, we've got its torpor at a decent level. If we need to apply torpor to it to get it to flee, we can do that. And I guess now it's just a case of working on the damage, bringing its health down to a point where it's nearly dead but not dead, if that makes sense. I do realize it might potentially be a bit dark for people. I got impatient, if I'm honest, and I didn't want to wait until morning. I brought a Rex with me. I'm going to place this guy out. Let me see which one I'm putting in. I've got a few Rexes with me. I will be trying to get as many of these Rexes that I've got impregnated, because I can get many more out. Now I'm going to go for the full red Rexes because I do like the color red. So by my logic, the more red Rhinognathias I have, the better for me. Let me just position this Rex right here, like so. I like to keep it in the center. I think this should be fine. Cool. Right. Now, moment of truth. Where are you? Okay. We got the red Rhinonathia out. We got food in the Rex. We used a pheromone. So now it's a case of waiting for this red female to do its impregnation thing. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Hopefully this won't take too long. I forgot that these Rhinognathias like to push the Rexes about a bit. I do want to try and keep my Rex in the center of the taming pen. Alright, come on. Alright. Ah, what's it doing? Oh, right, okay. Now it sees me. Now, if it asks for a thing that I don't have in terms of its, what's it called? Its cravings, then I'm just going to kill that Rhinonathia and try again. So that is my plan. I don't have very many things, or I have about half of the stuff that it could potentially want. Basically it needs only 5 cravings fed, so I'm hoping that I get lucky with that. The one thing I probably will never have will be the Giga eggs, because as it currently stands, Gigas don't spawn on the map because I've got the Rhinonathia trapped in my trap, which I use to currently and constantly breed new ones. In which case, if you've watched my video, you'll know that the Rhinognathias and Gigas and Carcharodontosaurus share spawn timers. So if Rhinognathias are out, Carcharodontosaurus and Gigas won't spawn. Okay, there we go. Impregnation done. Wait for it to move. Right, okay, cool. We'll use this side. We'll quickly exit if we can. Open the door, please. Let me out, let me out, let me out. It's always a bit iffy trying to shut the door. Okay, what's going on? Oh boy. No. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Carnage here to pick up the Rex and take it back to base. I feel like it's the least troublesome way of doing it. So, right, everything's shut. The Rhinonathia is there. I think what I can do potentially is increase the dino count multiplier to get other stuff to spawn in. That might potentially be a thing. It might be a bit of a pain, and increase the level of difficulty. But I do have 2 150 Rhinognathias trapped in there, so yeah. I mean, alternately I could kill one of them off. I don't know if that'll fix the spawn problem though. But at the moment, I'm not really that bothered about getting Gigas. I'm really curious to find out if I can get super mutated rhinos. Right, here we go. So this is the first rhino that's about to come out. And, oh, there you are. Oh, hello. So, right off the bat, I'm loving the red on it. It's beautiful. It's come out at 158. Okay. Bit disappointing there. Huh. Expected a bit more, to be honest. But this could potentially be the baby taking on the lower stat of one of the parents. So I'm hoping, on that note, that eventually I might get something with high stats. That'd be so cool though. If he could get super Rhinonathia, it would be so cool. But I'll keep testing this out. We'll keep playing around with it. We do have our test subjects, and I have plenty of Rexes that I can pop out to my liking. Granted, I have to wait for them to mature and get a couple of levels into health, but that's fine. We can work with that. But it looks pretty cool. I love the red on it. Just having a look at all the variations, I can see a bit of pinkish on the tail. Very difficult to distinguish it, but we've got like a bit of the brick red, the bright red, and the pink. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to try on the same Rhino Nathia, try and get another one out. It should still be low on health. As you can see, I put it back into its cage. We're going to kind of pop it a couple of times with a very lame fabricated pistol. Quickly run to my Rex right here. Let's see if this works. Ah, right. Brilliant. It's stuck behind them two gates. Sandwiched in there pretty decently good. Alright. Come on. Okay. That should do, I think. I hope. Oh, yep. It hit me. Alright. Give you one of these. Okay. Well, now let's see how long this takes before we get re-impregnated, or there might potentially be a situation where it has a bit of a cooldown on the impregnation thing. That could also be a thing, you know. It's just now that I realize, maybe, I mean, I can definitely reuse the same Rhino Nathia to impregnate multiple dinos, because this is the one I've been using quite some time now, but it might have a cooldown, and it's just a thought that now has occurred to me, in which case I wouldn't know what the cooldown is. I mean, it makes sense for it to have a cooldown in my mind, but we'll see. Oh, I'm being hit by the other one that's trapped in there. The reason I'm saying that is because we keep getting stuck in the resin, so I'm kind of thinking that is a possibility, you know. So I'm carefully watching what the Rhino's doing. Yeah, we'll see. I'll bring you guys back if there's anything to mention. Yeah, I've been here for a while now. Nothing's happening that would indicate that I'm going to get impregnated by the Rhino Nathia. So I'm going to try and place this guy back, or this lady back in its cage, like so. Just stay behind the door. There we go. That should be good enough. I do have, however, another one that I can test it on, so we'll give that a go. Of course, that means I'll need to bring its health down, so I'll catch you guys in a bit once that is ready. Alright, here we are, folks. I'm going to try on this one. This one's got some interesting colors as well. I can see a bit of what looks like red or dark brownish on it with a bit of black, so I think black and red would be a nice color combo as well, if we can get that to happen. Again, I don't know what the stats are of these things. This is the first time. Oh, missed. I wonder why. Huh. Now that is something, isn't it? Well, now. Okay. Can we get it to do it again? That's new. It's never happened to me with this particular taming pen. I don't know. So, okay, here we go. It should wind itself up for an impregnation attack, I think, I hope. It missed again. Huh, that is very interesting. I wonder what's going on there, why that happened. That requires a bit more testing. Like I said, this is the first time I'm coming across this problem. Okay, so I'm not getting very lucky here now. So I'm just going to try and put this Rhino back in its cage, and we'll give it another go at a later time. Something's not working my way. Sometimes it's a good idea to just call it a day and leave it for another time. And I think that is basically what I'm planning on doing for now. I can do other stuff with my time. We'll put you away. Do I need anything off of you? I don't think I do. Yeah. And we'll put you back in your cage. Alright, didn't drop anything of use. Yeah, we gave it a go. I mean, the way I look at it is I still have these rhinos trapped in this cage. I can use them over and over again. I've got, I suppose, an infinite supply of babies that I can produce now, all fully mutated. So it will just be one of those things where I just have to be patient. I was kind of hoping to be able to get multiple of the Rhinonathias out and then kind of sort of have something to compare them against, but I can see now that's not what life and Ark has planned for me, so I guess I just might as well adjust my plans. I definitely want to try and see what color combination I can get between my red Battle Rexes, I suppose, and the black and what I thought was red Rhinonathia. It would be well cool if we can get some decent color combinations, but more interestingly, I want to see if we can get mutations passed on to baby Rhinonathias. I've only theorized until now, so I guess, you know, it took me a long time and a lot of hard work. We're talking weeks of living in Ark, literally living in Ark, breeding and killing Rexes, things that you haven't seen, just to get my Rexes to this point. Now, of course, that also means that at some point in the very near future, expect to see the alpha boss fight. I will also do, as I've said before, the gamma and beta boss fights. I do intend to do that because that is something I'd like to do. I just want the trophies, basically. I'll be sticking them up on walls and stuff. But yeah, this guy that we've got right here, I'm going to look after it. I don't really have a name for this particular Rhinonathia, although I'm seeing shades of what looks like green on its wings. But I think it looks pretty cool, so yeah, we'll do some imprinting on this. We'll spend some time around the base. I've also got a few minor upgrades that I want to make to the base. Nothing too big, but it'll be small stuff like placing doors down and windows and kind of enclosing certain things, and maybe doorways and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be just a very slow type of, I suppose, day from here on. With that said, I'm going to end the recording here. I do hope that you have enjoyed and found it entertaining. If you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, as always, until next time, stay safe, folks.